Wall Street once called it junk, something risky, almost useless. But one man turned that same junk into a billion-dollar empire, and then one day the entire system came crashing down. So what exactly were junk bonds? They were corporate bonds with low credit ratings, meaning a higher chance of default, which is why traditional investors like pension funds and big mutual funds stayed away from them or treated them like financial trash. By the late 1970s, new businesses were booming, telecom, airlines, cable, but they had almost no access to capital because banks only trusted big established firms. And that's where Michael Milken came in, a young trader who believed these risky companies weren't worthless, just mispriced. His idea was simple. If you price risk correctly and spread it across many investments, the returns can actually beat the losses. Soon, junk bonds began funding real businesses, helping the companies grow, expand, and even buy their competitors. They helped finance leveraged buyouts and hostile takeovers, reshaping the balance of corporate power in the 1980s. But the same force that fueled growth also created danger. Companies kept piling on debt, and the system became fragile. When the 1987 stock market crash hit, confidence cracked, and investors began realizing how exposed they were. By the late 1980s, defaults rose, scandals exploded, and regulators stepped in. Milken and his firm, Drexel Burnham Lambert, came under investigation. In 1990, he pleaded guilty to securities fraud charges, and the firm collapsed. To many, it looked like the end of junk bonds. Yet, it was not. The market shrank, cleaned up, and evolved into the high-yield bond market we know today. From venture capital to private credit, the same idea lives on. Risk isn't something you eliminate. It is something you understand, measure, and price properly.
Investments in the securities market are subject to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing. The securities are quoted as an example and not as a recommendation.